Welcome to Serving Justice, the process behind the process. The art of serving legal documents fast and reliably.
Hello and welcome to Serving Justice, the process behind the process, the art of serving legal documents fast and reliably with Andy Gyulasaryan, the founder and operator of Famous Legal Services. I am your host, Kevin Rosenquist, and today's episode is The Attorney's Ally, Streamlining Legal Services with Famous Legal. Hey, Andy, nice to have you back.
How's it going? How are you guys?
It's going great, going great. Thanks for being here. Can you start by telling us about the key role that Famous Legal Services plays in supporting attorneys throughout the legal process?
We pride ourselves on being a dependable partner for attorneys, providing, the behind the scenes support necessary to move cases forward efficiently. We specialize in process serving, skip tracing, electronic court filing, and proof of service filings. These services are essential for ensuring that the attorneys can focus on case strategy and client representation while we handle the logistical details. Like for process serving, we handle everything from delivering subpoenas and summonses to restraining orders and eviction notices. For more challenging cases, our skip tracing services help locate individuals who are evading service. Additionally, our e-filing service, electronic filing service, ensures that all court documents are submitted accurately and on time. Our goal is to make attorneys' lives easier by taking care of the tasks that can slow down or derail a case by providing, reliable, efficient, and professional services.
For anyone listening who might not know, what exactly is skip tracing?
So skip tracing is basically finding someone who is hard to find, right? Using social media, using anything that we could, the old-fashioned way to the new technological ways.
Simple. At what point in a case do attorneys generally reach out to you for assistance?
Well, they typically reach out to us at the beginning stages of a case. Most of the time, we are the first paperwork that the judge sees, right after filing a lawsuit or initiating a legal action. Early intervention is key because it allows us to prevent delays by ensuring documents are served promptly and accurately. Like I cannot emphasize how many times a judge has thrown out a case because of wrong process serving, a wrong step in the process serving. Like for example, verifying addresses and conducting skip tracing early in the process minimizes the risk of failed attempts. Early involvement also allows us to plan ahead for any potential challenges, such as evasive recipients or tight deadlines. Additionally, attorneys benefit from starting early because it allows us to coordinate rush or same-day services if necessary. By addressing these issues proactively, we ensure that the legal proceedings remain on schedule and that the attorneys have the time they need to prepare for the next steps in their cases.
Yeah, I could see how early intervention is pretty important, because if you wait too long, if they wait too long to get to you, and you then struggle, it's hard to find somebody, then all of a sudden they could be in some trouble.
Of course.
What information do you need from your attorney clients to get started?
It's very easy. Whenever they go on our website, famouslegalservices.com, and click on order now, or to get the service, they'll see all the information. But just to get started, like they require key details to ensure a smooth and efficient process. Like they need their complete legal documents, whatever needs to be served. This includes the documents to be served, such as summonses, subpoenas, complaints, or eviction notices. Any necessary attachments or exhibits should also be included. It could also be the picture of the defendant that needs to be served. Sometimes they have that information. Sometimes they have their ID or their license, and that just helps us to get their things. So the number 2 will be recipient information, basically their full name. If they have an address, hopefully they do, what their address is, or at least a previous address that we could,
right,
whenever we do like a skip tracing or something, we'll be able to find that individual, or any available contact information for this recipient. It's essential. If the recipient uses another name or has a history of evasive behavior, we also need their information. If they own a weapon, sometimes that happens too. It's good that we know if they own a gun, to be more cautious about it and whatnot. And number 3, I would say case information. We need the court case number. We need the jurisdiction. We need the court information, any deadlines or service instructions specific to the case. And finally, special considerations, such as, details about potential challenges, as I said, such as, security concerns, if they own a weapon or if it's a gated community. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. If it's a gated community, we find a way to get inside illegally. Unusual schedules that they might know. I mean, we have clients that always tell us, oh, he's not going to be, or the individual is not going to be home at this time, or they take their kids to school every morning at this time. That usually helps us out.
Yeah, that's true. Knowing the schedule, that's a big one for sure. Yeah. How do you tailor your process serving and skip tracing services, to meet the needs of different law firms? Because everyone's situation is unique.
It is. Every law firm has its own workflow and unique requirements. So we adapt to our services to fit seamlessly into their processes. For example, some firms prefer real-time updates, which we provide through platforms like Serve Manager, while others prefer periodic status reports, and some say don't bother me until you get it done. Basically, they say we don't need updates unless it's served. Right. We also offer flexible service levels, such as routine, rush, same day options to meet the specific demands of each case. For high volume clients, we create customized workflows that streamline communication and reduce repetitive tasks. When it comes to skip tracing, we tailor our approach based on the case. For instance, if we're working with a firm handling collections, we might focus on financial databases, while for family law cases, we might rely on social media and utility records. This adaptability ensures that our services align with the unique needs and priorities of each client.
What are some of the most common challenges you see that attorneys face when it comes to serving legal documents, and how are you able to help them address these challenges?
One of the biggest challenges attorneys face is dealing with recipients who actively avoid being served.
Sure.
This can cause significant delays and frustration. I always tell my clients that don't worry, they will eventually be served. Eventually. I don't know when. Sometimes if they're out of the country, obviously, that's out of our hands.
Yeah.
But if they're in the country, sooner or later, they're going to be served. It doesn't matter, if they're being evasive or not. There's
You're
also
going to get them eventually.
Yeah, we will get them eventually. And even if we don't, there's things called, doing your due diligence. If you keep on doing your due diligence and for some reason you're not being able to serve someone, again, depending on the case, depending on the judge, usually what the judge will say is, okay, we're going to do a publication, meaning that we will put it in the local newsletter that they've been served, or we will do a mail-in, or we will do a post-it note on their door that says, you've been served with the serving documents. Another issue is like outdated or inaccurate recipient information, as I said. Lastly, navigating jurisdictional requirements, especially across state lines, can be complex and time consuming. At Famous Legal Services, we tackle these challenges head on. Our skip tracing services help us locate even the most elusive individuals. We also offer free address verification for every serve, ensuring we're working with the most accurate information available. Obviously, the client needs to tell us that they want that address verification if they're not sure. For jurisdictional challenges, our team stays updated on legal requirements across states and coordinates with local process servers nationwide to ensure compliance. By addressing this pain points, we make the process as seamless and stress-free as possible.
That's awesome. Do you have a specific success story that you can share where your services made a significant impact in a case for a law firm?
Well, there's a lot that I could think about, but one of the cases when I was out on the field serving, I don't do it as much often anymore, but whenever I need to, I will go out on the field. One of the most memorable ones was we had one client that the attorney tried to get this guy served so many times. The guy was a master evasive. Like he was not being able to serve. I mean, this guy wouldn't use social media, wouldn't do anything. So luckily, when time went on, I was able to find a relative of his who posted saying, I think it was the sister-in-law or something. My sister is getting married soon, and the sister's husband was the person that I was trying to find. So I was like, okay, there we go. It's his wedding day, perfect. So I got my tuxedo on, basically.
Come
It's
on.
like out of the movie, right? I got my tuxedo on. I went to the wedding, had my, my papers in my hand, just waiting at the altar, just waiting. And he was walking by. I got up from my seat, went and gave the paperwork while he was walking down. He's like, what is this? And I was like, oh, sorry, you've been served. These are court documents you need to for your case. And everybody in the audiences were laughing hysterically. And I even had one of the guys say, oh, you're going to be on YouTube, man. I haven't found myself on YouTube. Maybe I am on there.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Wow, you're at the altar like you were one of his groomsmen or something.
Yeah, but that specific serve gained me one of my biggest clients.
Yeah, because no one else could find him.
Yeah, the lawyer was like, from now on, we're going to be using you for everything, basically. And they're a big law firm.
I don't doubt it. I mean, if you're willing to put on a tux and go to a wedding, that's dedication right there, Andy.
It was getting frustrating because, we are able to find almost anyone. And this guy he was good. He was not being able to find, but he couldn't run away from being married. So
yeah. Well, someone's gonna hear this and
eventually you will be served.
Can you explain how your process serving and skip tracing services have evolved over the years, especially with advancements in technology? I think we talked a little bit about social media last time, but I mean, with all the technology going on, I'm sure everything just keeps changing.
Well, the process serving and skip tracing industry has seen tremendous advancements over the years, and we've embraced these changes to stay ahead. Technology has transformed how we locate individuals and track service attempts. For skip tracing, we use databases that compile public records, utility data, and even social media activity. This makes it easier to locate people who might be off the radar. For process serving, tools like Serve Manager, as we discussed before in the previous episode, allows us to provide real-time updates to our clients, like GPS tracking, timestamped photos, and detailed notes ensure complete transparency and accountability. By staying at the forefront of technology, we've been able to improve our efficiency, accuracy, and overall client satisfaction, ensuring that we remain a trusted partner for attorneys nationwide.
You mentioned earlier that some of the challenges that attorneys often face is trying to deal with going across state lines and different regulations and things like that. For attorneys who are handling cases with complex jurisdictions like this, how does Famous Legal Services assist in ensuring the documents are served correctly?
So we operate nationwide, which means we're equipped to handle cases involving multiple jurisdictions. So we do not have regular employees. We have 1099 employees, contractors, who are in several states. So they know the jurisdiction. We make sure they are up to date because they run their own business. So we ensure compliance with local, state, and federal laws by working closely with a network of trusted process servers across the country. Like, our team stays updated on jurisdiction-specific requirements, such as timelines for service, acceptable methods of delivery, and proof of service regulations. For cases involving complex jurisdictions, we also offer tailored strategies, such as coordinating with local courts, or using specialized skip tracing methods to locate individuals in remote areas. With our expertise and national reach, attorneys can trust us to handle even the most challenging cases.
Okay. And what feedback do you receive from attorneys about your services, and how do you use that feedback to, improve or maybe refine your offerings?
So majority of the attorneys that we work with often highlight our reliability, professionalism, and clear communication. Many clients appreciate our real-time updates and the fact that we go above and beyond to get the job done. We take all feedback seriously and use it to refine our processes. For example, if a client suggests a quicker reporting method or an improvement in communication, we implement those changes to enhance their experience. Ultimately, our goal is to provide the best possible service, and client feedback plays a crucial role in helping us achieve that.
Sure. And I'll give you the opportunity to be a little salesy here. Why should attorneys choose you as their go-to legal support partner?
We have to see what sets Famous Legal Service apart from others. So It's our commitment to excellence. As I mentioned before with the wedding scenario, that's what we do.
That is commitment.
Yeah, we are committed. We are committed to excellence, innovation, and client satisfaction. We don't just serve papers, we provide solutions. Our services are designed to address every potential challenges attorneys face, from evasive recipients to jurisdictional complexities. We also offer unique perks like free address verification. Most companies will charge you $50, $75 to skip trace. We don't do that. We give that service free of charge for every client that wants us to serve for them. Our use of advanced technology ensures transparency and efficiency, while our dedication to professionalism guarantees a seamless experience for our clients. When attorneys partner with us, they're not just hiring a process server. They're gaining a reliable ally who will go the extra mile to ensure their success.
Extra mile indeed. Well, thanks for tuning in to Serving Justice, the process behind the process, the art of serving legal documents fast and reliably with Andy Gyulasaryan. To connect with Andy, head to famouslegalservices.com and be sure to like, subscribe, and review our channel. Andy, so great to talk with you again. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a review in the comments.